Look at your background with the Chucky doll in it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
very
I got everyone.
I
Tiffany's
love
back there
it.
too. She's a little smaller, but
Cute.
pleasure to meet you over Zoom and speak to you about this series. I am loving it so far and can't wait for Tiffany's arrival. But for you, you
Mhm.
obviously you started playing Tiffany 20 something years ago, 40, I think you were when you joined Bride of Chucky. Just
I might have been 36, but you're probably right. I'm
okay.
I'm so in denial about my age. I didn't do the research. I'm sure you're right. But yes, when I did Bride of Chucky, I had no idea. I remember Gina Gershon said, "Oh yes, you should do Chucky. I'll have a franchise. Every actor wants a franchise." But I thought I'm not going to have a franchise because Tiffany dies not only once but twice in the movie. Her
Yep.
corporal body dies, and then at the end of the movie, her doll body is burned beyond recognition. So I was like, well, that was one and done. So much that was so much fun, and on to the next thing. And then a couple years later, Don calls up. He goes, "Jennifer, we're making another Chucky movie. Are you available?" I was like, well, Tiffany's dead. He's like, ha, 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 ha. He's like, you're not familiar with the voodoo Chucky doll movies. Nobody ever dies in these. I
Nope.
think in Seed of Chucky, he got chopped into little pieces. They mailed the pieces all over the country, and he somehow it all came together again. So it's like now 23 years later, I've done 4 movies, and now I'm doing the Chucky television series. And I was so excited. Like when Don said he was going to do a series, I thought he must not be telling me this if I'm not in it. Like I thought I'm sure there's a little part for me in it. And when I got the script, I was so excited because he has so much stuff for Tiffany, and running
Mhm.
around in high heels, and I'm killing people, and I'm mean to kids, and I'm actually kind of a master criminal in the Chucky series. Oh, you will see she's not content just to kill the pizza boy anymore. She has really big plans. She wants, like Madonna, she wants to rule the universe.
We're happy
So
to see it.
yeah, it's so much fun. And it's funny because the show is it's doing so well. We're like 90%, 6% on the tomato meter. And
Mhm.
I'm taking all the credit, like, we're a big hit. Everybody loves us. I haven't even been on screen yet.
Right.
But I actually love watching it. Like my boyfriend and I watch it like every week, and feels like, oh my God, I can't wait to see what's going on in Chucky. And myself too, because I kind of didn't read the script. I'm not in. Don't tell Don that. So it's all a surprise to me. I'm like, oh no, what? Oh, that person dies. Oh, that's so awful. So it's I'm seeing it like the audience, and it's going to be really weird next week because it'll be like I crawled into the TV and I'm
Finally.
on my favorite show now. I'm like, there I am.
And for you, I guess, what is the biggest difference for you playing her now, so many years later? And
Well, the
I
thing
know
that's
you
really,
said,
yeah. Uh,
Donna's given you a lot of not age appropriate things to do as the character. How
right.
fun is that?
Well, like when you have a friend, like when he sees me every day, like every week we go and we see movies, we have dinner or whatever. You're not aware that they are slowly decaying before your eyes. So
No.
you just think he always writes Tiffany the same age. Basically, I'm the same age as I was 23 years ago. I'm like, oh, I'm such a good actress, but it's smoke and mirrors. But I kind of got on my knees and I begged him. I said, we really need to have some good cinematography. It's like not personal vanity. It's a plot point, Don. It's a plot point. We had the most amazing cinematographer. When I showed up in Toronto, Don said, "Are you free day after tomorrow? We're going to do a screen test." I swear to God, I haven't had screen tests for so long. I felt like Marilyn Monroe. I just stood there bathed in all this beautiful radiant light, and they're moving things, and I just felt like I was in such good hands. And I loved like being back on the set. Like when I would do a scene, all the crew would clap. If I said an improv line, they'd laugh. Like, Jennifer's so funny. I thought, wow, I remember why I became an actress. I need lots of validation, not just from my boyfriend, like, Jen, you're okay. I need people clapping when I finish talking. So it's been so much fun. And he writes her as like, he's not writing Tiffany like in the old folks home, like, yes, I remember when I used to live in the trailer. I'm wearing push-up bras and the high heels and the sexy dresses and the false eyelashes, and I'm running around making out with people, and every once in a while I kill somebody. I'm like rude to the kids.
all in a good day's work.
It's so much fun. And it's funny because he's really fleshed out Tiffany. Like you think I've done 4 movies. I know everything there is to know about Tiffany, but there's a backstory now. I don't know if you've seen the episodes. You have a young actress that's wonderful playing young Tiffany. And I knew that I'm a great actress, but I was pretty sure I couldn't play an 18-year-old. So, but it's funny because I've always been bugging Don, like, I want to have a backstory. Maybe we can have a backstory, because the fans, they all do these like fan fiction, and they put together pictures of me and Brad Dourif as people. And I thought, oh, it'd be really fun to kiss, because I'm attracted to talent. I thought it'd be really fun to kiss Brad Dourif. So I kept saying to Don, casually, like, maybe we should do a backstory. Like, so he finally does it. And it's 2 other people doing the backstory. But it is funny because I am actually kissing Chucky in the movie, but it's actually Chucky and Fiona Dourif's body. So I am kissing a Dourif and I'm kissing Chucky in the television series. Like, dreams do come true, but not always in the way that you imagine. And for the record, let me say, Fiona is an excellent kisser, and I love working with her. I love working with Brad Dourif. He's a great Oscar-nominated actor, and Fiona is going to be an Oscar-nominated actress too. She's so tremendously talented, and she's just wonderfully generous. And like, if I improv, she doesn't stop and say, that's not in the script. She just like lobs it right back at me. We just have so much fun, and it's just been a great experience.
Great. And then my last question I have for you is, considering all the prep work involved getting into characters, Tiffany, do you still prefer the physically embodying her versus the voice? And could we see the doll return?
I love doing the voice because it's so much fun. And Tiffany, the doll, is a little more doll-like, and she's a little more devilish, I think, than Tiffany, the person. Devilish in terms of mischievous, like she's kind of cuter. And Tiffany, the doll, talks like this, like, Chucky, you said we weren't going to kill anymore. But Tiffany, the person, if I was saying it in Tiffany, the person, I'd be like, Chucky, you said we weren't going to kill anymore. So there's a difference between the doll Tiffany and the person Tiffany. But I have to say, like I said, it's fun making out with Fiona. It's fun, like, killing little kids. It's fun going home and washing the blood off my face and putting on the lipstick and 2 hours in glamour and everybody Miss Tillying me. I kind of love that. I love being on a set as opposed to being in a recording booth. So I have to say, Tiffany, the person, wins by a small margin.
Well, fingers crossed, maybe we can get both on screen at one point, because more Jennifer Tilly is never a bad thing.
I would be like Devon Sawa doing a scene with myself. Well, I did do that in Seed of Chucky, but yes, let's keep our fingers crossed for the return of Tiffany the doll.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you. And
it's great talking to you.